Okay, so now in this video we're going to do this example, and I'm going to walk through how we factor algebraic expressions like this. So this is just a beginning. So one of the things we do is we look for common factors of terms, right? So this is a binomial. We have two terms, right? So this is a binomial type of polynomial. And so we want to see if there's a common factor in both of these terms. So these are not prime. So these are not prime because we obviously have a factor greater than 1 here. We got a factor other than plus or minus 1 here. And so we want to see what the common factor is. Now typically we want the greatest common factor, okay? Because if we don't take the greatest common factor, we're going to end up factoring again, right? Because I know we can get a 2 and a 2 out of here, but we can also get a 3 and a 3. So the greatest common factor for 12 and 6 would be the 6. But we also have x's in common. So we can factor out what is the largest power of x that we can factor out of both terms. Well, in this case, we've got x to the first. We only got one x here. We've got two x's here. So in this case, we can factor out a 6x from both of these. So the way we do it is we can write this factor as 6x times 2, right? Plus, and then we can also write this one as 6x times x. And now what we could do is we could use the distributive property in reverse, right? That's what factoring is. We've got a common factor, and now we're going to pull it out by using the distributive property twice. So we're going to take this one, right? And we're going to take this, and we're going to factor it out. And we're going to take 6x, and what's left behind? Well, we've got a 2 and an x, a 2 plus x. And now we see that x is prime, right? There's no common factor other than x. And here, 2 plus x is also a prime factor. Now, notice that 6, you might be thinking, well, 6 can be factored into 2 times 3, or 1 times 6. But realize that it's standard practice just to leave the coefficients alone. And the reason really is because there's many different ways to factor numbers, usually, unless it's a prime number. So just leave it as a 6. What we're going to focus on are the algebraic factors. Okay? And so here, in this case, since these are both prime factors, we're done. So this is completed. Okay. Take care.